plays it as well. But there's a difference created. Like there's some style in which a human sings it differently and the computer sings it differently. But they both are singing the same notes. So how's the difference created?
Yeah, very good question. So far, the computers don't yet have its subjective feelings. Maybe in future. But our human mind, our human brain, it is so sophisticated, and how it interacts, different parts of the brain, how it interacts, and in any activity, suppose you're reading a poetry, or suppose you're painting, or listening to music, or creating music, different parts of our brain interacts in a very complex and sophisticated way, which computers are not yet that much sophisticated to perform. So this is a very objective explanation I'm giving. And our emotions also, human emotions, it's a very sophisticated and very complex process which computers don't yet have. Even the quantum computers are not yet evolved enough, are not yet good enough to compare it with our body, our mind. So this is one reason. And one more thing is, in whatever art we create, there is a process in it. There are some struggles in it. Okay, even suppose as a musician, for many years we have to learn it. We have to stay at the guru's place and learn it. And sometimes we progress for some time and then it goes down. Sometimes it goes to minus, and again we try. So there are some struggles behind it. And in many cases, those struggles or the journey itself, it adds to the art or it adds to the music. And like I said sometimes before that sometimes music or the art, it recreates itself automatically. It becomes the byproduct of another process. So sometimes in that struggle or in the process of learning, and it's also a process of self-inquiry. Like any kind of sadhana that we do, basically what we try to do is going within ourselves. We try to understand ourselves more and more. And any form of art or any activity, even if it's a physical exercise or it's dance or whatever it is, what you're trying to do, you're trying to look back at yourself from that form. Okay. So you're trying to put your eyes in some of those forms and you're trying to look back at yourself. So in that process, we gain some things, we learn some things, we gradually get a more clear outlook towards life and about ourselves also. So this whole process sometimes is itself the art. So when someone sings, it is not just what he's singing at that moment, or those notes or those melodies. You can see the whole story or the whole struggle behind it. Years and years of processes that he has gone through. So that's what makes the differences between a human singing and computer singing. But we are definitely, I'm a very optimistic person about science and technology also. We are progressing very fast. Nowadays, we have quantum computers, even which can do tremendous calculations, which would take maybe for a normal computer for thousands of years. Quantum computer can do it. So probably in future, like even nowadays, artificial intelligence is helping people in many ways, in many positive ways also. Of course, there are some threats, there are some negative things about it, but hopefully in future there will be smart computers who can maybe even feel emotions and can see through, but I will not totally discard it. Thanks, very good question. Yeah.
Good morning, sir. My name is SHIMLA, and I am from the St. Nicholas School, SHIMLA. I want to ask that while playing the tanpura, what a musician should keep in his mind while playing the tanpura? I want to know this.
Yes, that's again a very good question. The I would say a very interesting thing. You know, this instrument, it's not very difficult to play, seemingly, apparently, because it has just 4 strings. So, a person who doesn't have uh, much familiarity with classical music, from the audience, they would just think that okay, it's just striking 4 strings. But you know, in the earlier times, even if we go back, suppose 500-600 years, suppose in Akbar's time, Emperor Akbar's time, there was a book written by, Abul Fazl called Aini Akbar. Aini Akbar. So there he explained in the court of Akbar, you know, which kind of musical practices were there, how it was practiced, and descriptions about different musicians and musical styles. So there specifically were given lists of Tanpur artists, not only accompanists but artists, and some of them were also highly regarded ones. Before their names, there were titles of Ustad and Pandit. You know, these titles are used traditionally in classical music to people who have achieved great mastery over the art. So, some of those Tanpur artists were regarded as Ustads and Pandits also. So, definitely from there we can understand the importance of this instrument. So, what one keeps in mind or should keep in mind while playing the Tanpura is to feel the flow of it, you know. And flow of what? Suppose all of us we are sitting right now. If we just take a few moments, close your eyes, just try to sit straight, keep your spine straight, keep your chest a little uplifted, and do some deep breathing. Slowly, slowly inhale and slowly exhale. And try to gradually relax your body. You can just notice if there's any contraction, any tension in any part of your body. Just relax. Feel restful. Just feel the joy of sitting restfully, breathing deeply. You can raise one of your hands and just try to move it with your breath. You can try. You can use both your hands. Just try to feel the breath and move your hands as you wish. So after some times, you feel the flow. So this is the flow. So your breath, along with the tanpura, it should create a flow. So a person who is accompanying the tanpura, he tries to be in that flow and play the tanpura, so that it all comes together, so that it doesn't clash. If he is not in the flow, then his strikings will clash the atmosphere. Like I said, it's a drone instrument, so all the four strings, it should finally give an effect of a drone, not individual strings striking. So this is the flow. A tanpura player keeps that in mind, just tries to march with the music.
Morning, sir. SHIMLA from Bishop Policy. So, I wanted to ask a question. Like you said, tanpuras can create many melodies if we use it in many different ways. So, why is it while composing music, even in India, so why is it that we don't give importance to the tanpura and give importance to the guitar? So, does it have the guitar have any advantage over the tanpuras, or is it only because it's easier to play the guitar?
Definitely, there's no comparison with different musical styles or the instruments. Guitar is also a very nice instrument, very complex, very sophisticated. But the thing is, it's the difference of music genres. So in this music, we need, like I said, we extend the sound. Suppose, like I said, before we go to a song or a melodic structure, we start with the sound. So we extend one single sound for a long time, and then the next note in the same way. Then we try to interlink those notes and connect some more notes with it, create a melodic structure. So for that, we need a continuous drone like this. So it is, you can say it is a demand of the genre of Indian classical music, not only Dhrupat but Khayal, Dhrupat Khayal, even Thumri, the Ghazal also, bhajans. So this is one thing. And for the other music genres where guitar is perfectly suitable, so there it works perfectly. But also, the principle is same there. Here's Tanpura it's giving us the perspective. And there, the guitar is also, it gives the perspective to the musician. Okay. His aim is also to merge with the guitar as much as possible, to be in the flow. With the pitch also, with the timing also, with his playing also. So it is all about the flow. But here, in this genre, how it is unique, Because here we start with a slow flow, with a focus on starting from the very basic or the fundamentals and then gradually build it up to more complex. Okay. And in other genres, suppose they don't start from the very basic slowness. Yes. So this is just the difference.